And listen to the keywords here. Entrepreneurship science is different from entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship science can be defined as a body of knowledge that studies artificial creation and its execution. So the study of artificial creation and the execution of that artificial creation is what is referred to as entrepreneurship science. I will repeat it. The study of artificial creation and its execution is entrepreneurship science. So, what is artificial creation? That we will get to. So, but for now, I just want us to move down the line gradually to get the system or what makes entrepreneurship a science. So, entrepreneurship is creation for exchange, while entrepreneurship science is the studies of artificial creation and its execution. All right, good morning. You're welcome to I Am Honors channel, and today we'll be doing brief introduction to entrepreneurship science. And you can see we have a class setting here, and who are supposed to be students here. So if you want to invent something that should go to the marketplace, you're a student of this class. If you're a student of entrepreneurship from any of the institution, you're a student of this class. And if you are already an entrepreneur in an industry, you're a student of this class. Now, why will it be useful to you? It's because there's a new shift in the idea of entrepreneurship. And I listened to Bill Oliet, one renowned entrepreneurship professor from Massachusetts Institute of Technology. He has a view that there cannot be any systematic approach to entrepreneurship. Now, I really don't support that view, and that's why I went further for research, and I have a feedback here that I would like to introduce you into. So, wherever you are, whatever you do, the future depends so much on entrepreneurship. We're in the fourth industrial, moving to a fifth industrial revolution, and AI is taking over. And as that, we cannot just keep on with the way we've always learned, because machine will do better. And so how would humans be relevant? It's not going to be to go to that normal school structure where you understand, the memorizing facts and bringing it out during the exam. No, that's not what it's going to require this time. It's going to be people with creative thinking, people with innovative ideas. So you bring ideas and you use AI to solve them, and then you get them busy. The AI robots would help you do those things you do manually, and you just think. And that's why this class is very important, because it's going to shape the future. And in order to make it very clear, I have always said it, and I wrote a book about it, 2021, and published on Amazon. Though the idea is not that mature, I think it's gone very far now. And what I'm about to discuss with you is an accumulated effort of 4 years. Yeah, 4 years accumulated effort on entrepreneurship science. And so just try as much as possible to follow me to get the idea clearly. So here what we are having is entrepreneurship science. Yeah, so I know I told you about Bill Lullet. He said there's no science to entrepreneurship. Oh, come on. There is. There is. And it's because, no, there's a statement that says what? Because there is no existence of proof does not mean that there's no, because there is no proof of existence does not mean that there's no existence of proof. So because there was no scientific approach to entrepreneurship does not mean there's no existence of entrepreneurship as a science. There is, just like every other well, social science ideas like economics. It's because they were able to give us a view, a scientific view to it. That's why we could have something like that social science. Is an idea of economics as a social science. Now we have management science. It's like accounting, biz admin. They call them science subjects, not the applied science here. So there is a systematic view, just like every other discipline, like management science, like social science, and others. Only that we cannot say entrepreneurship is a natural science. No, we can't assume that entrepreneurship is a natural science. But entrepreneurship can be referred to as a scientific knowledge because there can be a systematic approach to it, and that's where I come in with entrepreneurship science. So entrepreneurship is a science. Yeah, entrepreneurship is a science. We can refer to it as a science, and in order to do that, the idea of political science, so it's borrowed there. As a student of during my secondary days, right, I love government. So I actually saw a view to the government definition from my secondary, and I was, while I was thinking about systematizing entrepreneurship, so I came across this, and this is what I come to realize, that entrepreneurship can be defined in the same method government was defined. Government in secondary schools that I attend, or the in Nigeria where we teach government, and the idea is this, because I taught government as a teacher and also did government as a student. So I came to realize that there was three perspectives to government. So we have government as an academic field of study, because we can study government. There is government as an institution of a state, as a body that is referred to as government. And then we have government as an act of governing. So government, now where we talk about act of governing, we refer to certain group of people as government who governs using the institution of a state, and then it can also be studied. So that idea came to me, and I went deep into that idea, comparing it with how I can systematize entrepreneurship science. Then I got an idea, and this is the idea. So in applying that same idea, I said entrepreneurship here has three branch. Yeah, entrepreneurship here has three branch. So we are going to have the first branch as academic. So there is academic entrepreneurship. That's where what I'm doing now comes in. So we also study entrepreneurship. We can study it, yes. We can study entrepreneurship. So it's an academic. So we still have another phase of it, which is what? Private. So there's private entrepreneurship. What's private? And that's where everybody focus on. The private entrepreneurship is the aspect where you create for exchange, and exchange here is to make profit. So the entrepreneurs in the private sector are private entrepreneurs. So we have entrepreneurs in the public sector, because when it comes to entrepreneurship, it's about creation for exchange. You exchange for value, value for value. So when you exchange, when you create something artificial for exchange, it's called entrepreneurship. Now you can do that in private sector, you can do that in public sector, and you can do that as an academic. So when you create a knowledge for exchange, you are also an entrepreneur. So now let's go further. We have the next part of it, which is public. So we have the public entrepreneurship. So you can see we have academic, we have private, and then we have public entrepreneurship. Now, this is the true branch of entrepreneurship science. So I will need to define entrepreneurship here. And listen to the keywords here. Entrepreneurship science is different from entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship science can be defined as a body of knowledge that studies artificial creation and its execution. So the study of artificial creation and the execution of that artificial creation is what is referred to as entrepreneurship science. I will repeat it. The study of artificial creation and its execution is entrepreneurship science. So, what is artificial creation? That we will get to. So, but for now, I just want us to move down the line gradually to get the system or what makes entrepreneurship a science. So, entrepreneurship is creation for exchange, while entrepreneurship science is the studies of artificial creation and its execution. So I'm going to stop here so that we can try to understand this perspective to entrepreneurship. Further, I will be breaking down these points. We're breaking them down, draw them as it ought to be. So please stay tuned, follow for more of this entrepreneurship science knowledge. Here we'll be going practical on so many ideas, and at the same time, we need to follow up because of the importance of the public entrepreneurship. The public entrepreneurship will define the future. Though we have focused so much on private entrepreneurship, but we have forgotten that what drives public entrepreneurship depends so much on academic entrepreneurship and public entrepreneurship. That's why you cannot afford to miss these classes. Thank you. You know, entrepreneurship is the future. In case you don't know, your lecturer is Idoko Michael Mona, the first entrepreneurship scientist in the world. Thank you.